You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your hands and knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. That's my favorite poem by Mary Oliver. You do not have to be good. I have spent so much of my life trying to be good. And in my family, what that meant was I had to fit in. I had to be good. And that mostly translated into my father, whatever he said we had to do, no matter how unspeakable. And there was one particular thing that he liked to do a lot, which was he would, and I remember I just had this flash of one particular time where I was standing in front of this huge picture window. We lived on the ocean, and I was looking out at this beautiful, majestic ocean. And the waves were crashing on the jetty. And my dad came in. And when my dad walked in a room, you turned and you looked at him and you greeted him. Hello, Dad. Hello, Father. And he said, for no rhyme or reason, no one under 30 is allowed to speak for the next 24 hours. And it was 11 o'clock in the morning. And I was about 8. And I remember thinking, but I have so much to say. I have so much to say. But I couldn't. I tried a few times. I tried to break that rule and break that mold, and I thought I'd be strong. But if you broke it, then there were 7 kids. If you broke the rule, you had to walk to the wood pile, and you had to pick a stick to be hit with. And so for me, I buried my voice for a long time. And I did what I thought I was supposed to do. I fit in and I was good. I went on with my career. I went to a great college. I started a business. And some of it was really fun. I started this great business. I grew it to $40 million. I got acquired. I went public. I had the firm handshake. I had the great suits. But, I looked around one day and I didn't belong. And it scared me. I finally realized I have to belong and I have to get my voice back. And so I went on a quest to find my voice. It was hard. And there's so much to say about that, but I think my major takeaway was that I didn't need to find my voice. I needed to use my voice. It was in there. I just needed to bring it to the surface. And so using your voice is a great thing, but it also comes with a price. I really believe all freedom comes with a price. And so I left my business that I had been in for more than 10 years. I also left my marriage that I had been in for 10 years. And I was holding a 6-month-old baby and decided to leave. But the rewards have far outweighed the price, because now I belong. And I feel like belonging and having my voice gives me power. And what's happened is I wrote a book about being raised in a Catholic cult but not knowing it. It's actually on my agent's desk right now waiting for final edits, which is very exciting. Yeah. And that all happened since Emerging Women last year. So, and I'm in love, deeply in love with a man that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And I've been asked to lead a team of people to create a story for a major motion picture about Jane Goodall, which is an incredible gift I'm so excited about. You're all invited to come to Africa for filming in about a year. But talk about a woman who has found her voice. Standing next to Jane is an experience. You know, and I just, last month I got to spend 3 weeks with her. I just followed her around Africa. And she belongs everywhere she is. We'd be with her family and her grandkids, and she belongs. We were in the jungle with the chimps, and she belongs. She sits in a tree, and she belongs. I mean, she just, and what I realized as I kept interviewing her and talking to the people that she knows and that knew her in 1960, and the National Geographic people who decided to put her on the cover, is that she struggled to find her voice too, to use her voice. She's so powerful. She's the second most recognized woman in the world. But she had to find that place where she belongs. And so I know that I went to Emerging Women last year, and by Sunday night, it felt like the roof was going to come off the St. Julian because of all the emergence. It was just insane. And I know tomorrow's going to feel the same way for all of us, because you can feel it building, right? You can feel it. But on Sunday last year, I left and I thought, this is amazing. I love it. This is so fantastic. I'm changing. I'm emerging. Oh my gosh, how am I going to harness all this? How am I going to bring this to my world? And I was given a great gift because Chantal invited me to come to the Beta Power Circle. And that's where I got to harness everything I learned. And the way I would describe the Power Circle is like, it's like a mini Emerging Women every month. Every month we came together and we bonded and we talked about the real things happening in our life, inside and out. And we held this space and this vision, and we couldn't wait to see each other from time to time. And it felt like we created, you know, have you ever, like, I feel like they made me more me every time I went. And it was such a gift. So I have no doubt that it changed my career and my life to be involved in a power circle. So in closing, I just want to read this little thing that I wrote for a women's group. I love women. I love big women, small women, women who refuse me, it's just temporary, and women who embrace me. I love the ones who are dressed up, dressed down, and I love the ones that have found their perfect style and wear it with conscious grace, whether they're at the grocery or at the Met. I love their fears, their accomplishments, their wit, and their hiding. And I love how women celebrate. Women have carried me, taught me, nursed me, and pulled me through the world when I wanted out. They have held my hand when I was afraid of touch and taught me that I would die without it. I look in their eyes, that is where I learn the most. Women can tell a story by saying hello in passing. I want their layers, their pain, their candor, and their unknown. In my women's group, I want to show up. I want a belly laugh. I want tears. I want to show up lonely and leave overflowing with connection. And I want to know that my insides are safe to spill. I want you to help me go into the world more courageously. I want to hold your hand while you do the same. I want to discuss juicy topics that matter. I want to be both teacher and student. I want to watch you soar. And I want to go deeper as a tribe. I want to belong. As women, we gather, we red tent, we commiserate, connect, and drink our holy wine as a bona fide tribe. We crave a sacred circle, a safe place to emerge and retract with no agenda in tow. We can fit in anywhere, but to belong is our soul's request. So join a power circle and really show up. See what happens. Thank you.